The web is a huge collection of contents in the form of web pages, spread out over millions of web servers on the internet. Surfing or browsing the web means you are hopping from one page to another or one site to another, depending on what contents you are looking for. And it will not be possible to jump from one page to another if these pages are not linked. So, linking pages on the web is equally important as linking computers on the internet. Hello, this is Feroz, and you are learning how to design web pages using HTML. Welcome to lesson 3 from our series of HTML tutorial. In this lesson, we will focus into 3 important features of HTML: the HTML links, list, and how to embed image on your web pages. If you have missed our previous lesson, you can find the link of the lesson in the description section below. I suggest you subscribe the channel by clicking the subscribe button below. And don't forget to click the notification icon in order to receive automatic notification for new lesson in this channel. So without any further delay, let's look at the list of the topic that we are covering for today's lesson. Let's look at the topic number 1. HTML links or hyperlinks. HTML links are called hyperlinks. We use the hyperlinks to link our web pages. Hyperlink can be used to link pages to text, images, button, or even video. The tag that we are using to create a hyperlink is called link tag, represented as A. HTML link is a container tag, which means it comes in a pair of start and end tag. To make the link tag works, you need to use its compulsory hyperreference attribute, which we write as href, like this. The hyperreference or href attribute takes the value of a URL, which is a target web page address. Let's look at the example. You can open the link in a browser to see how it works. Once you have learned how to create hyperlink, which you have seen in our previous example, you can easily use image, button, or video to create hyperlinks. Besides the compulsory hyperreference attribute, the hyperlink element takes few more attributes such as target, title, and so on. The target attribute allows you to open a linked document either in the same window or in a different window. By default, the linked document opens in the same window, but if you specify the value of target attribute to a blank, the link document will be open in a different window or tab. Look at an example. The title attribute. With the title attribute, you can make a way to provide extra information to your user about the link as a tooltip. The extra information is displayed as an user places a mouse over the link. Look at the example. You can link different parts or sections of the same page using hyperlink element. Let's say you have a page with a list of topics and you want to jump to the detailed section of the topic in the same page by clicking the topic from the list. You can think of a page like this. In this example, when you click the topic number 1 and the link takes you to the detailed section. Creating links within the same page is a two-step process. The first step is to create an individual reference ID for each section, also called bookmark. And the second step is to create a hyperlink using the bookmark ID. Let's look at an example. You can create two types of list in HTML. Using the HTML list, one is called ordered list or numbered list, and the other one is called unordered or bulleted list. Let's look at the example to understand the difference between these two types of list. For the ordered list, a sequence number is automatically generated for each item. To create an ordered list, you will start with the order list or OL container tag, which indicates that the list is going to be an ordered list. Next, within the ordered list container element, you will use a list container element to represent each item in the list. For unordered list or bulleted list, a bulleted sequence is automatically generated for each item. Creating unordered list similar to creating ordered list, except that ordered list element to be changed with the unordered list element. The HTML image tag is an entity tag that allows you to embed image on your web page. Similar to the HTML link tag, the image tag also takes a compulsory attribute called source, which is represented as src, source. By using source attribute, you will specify the image name together with its location or the file path. Let's look at the syntax for image element together with the example. This example assumes that HTML file and the image file are in the same directory. However, if the image file is in the different folder or directory, you must specify the path of the directory like this. The alternative attribute. The alternative attribute is used to provide alternative text for an image. The alternative text displayed in the situation where a browser unable to display the image for some reason, like unsupported image format, missing image, or broken link, or too slow internet connection to load the image. Look at the example of using alternative attributes. By using the width and the height attribute, you can resize an image as it displays on a browser. Which means you can display an image smaller or bigger by changing the value of the width and the height attribute without editing the image. The value of the width and the height must be in pixel. The important things to care about is to maintain the aspect ratio of the image to avoid a jaggy image. Image map. An image map is an image with one or more clickable area on the image where the different clickable area will link to a different target page. Creating image map is a two-step process. The first step is to define an image map using the HTML map tag. The HTML map tag is a container tag. In the map tag, you have to use the name attribute to specify the name for the map, which will be used as a reference for the image. Let's say the name of the map is My Book. Since the image will have a different clickable area, we have to define each clickable area using the HTML area tag inside the map tag. To define an area, we need to specify the shape, size, and also location of the area using the shape and the coordinate attribute. If the shape is a rectangle, we specify the value as a rect, R-E-C-T, rect. If the shape is a circle, we specify the value as a circle. Look at this example. The value of the coordinate depends on the type of shape. For rectangle shape, you need to set 4 coordinates. And the coordinate value must be as left top, right bottom, or axis wise, x1, y1, x2, y2. So the next step is to use the use map attribute with the image tag. Let's look at the complete example. When you execute this code in a browser, the outcome will look like this. Okay guys, that's all for today's lesson. In our next class, we are learning HTML table together with some other important HTML elements to continue with our journey through how to design web pages using HTML. Thank you very much if you have already subscribed the channel. Those of you who haven't subscribed the channel, please subscribe the channel by clicking the subscribe button below. And do not forget to click the bell icon for automatic notification. If you have any query, please write me in the comment section. I'll see you in the next class. Until then, happy learning.